Blockchain and commodities, and discuss two little case studies that I've been involved with. One is called Octaneum, and they are a blockchain solution for the oil industry. So what their idea is that, in oil, in oil markets, there's a lot of disruptions. There's pipelines, and people break into the pipelines, and oil disappears, and it's very hard to know where. Even if you get the oil, it's very hard to know if there's losses. So they have a lot of different monitoring equipment on the pipeline to see if there's a break-in or any problems. And so they kind of want to have so they want to, number one, see where the oil pipeline gets disrupted, and number one, smart contracts for oil. So in case you buy oil and sell oil and deliver, it's all on a hyper, on a blockchain type of solution, as you can see in these slides. And they have master nodes and member nodes and whatnot. So there's two phases. One is upstream exploration and production, and they're talking about independent oil and gas companies in the US. And phase two is items that are state-owned. So item one is private companies, and item two is state-owned. So that's one project. The other project that I can try to tell you a little bit about is a project that has to do with rice. So smart contract for the rice industry. Open up here. And they're talking about a rice exchange, and rice is the biggest commodity in the world, and that's the most, wheat and rice is probably the most widely eaten grains in the whole world. I certainly eat my fair share of rice. But you can see the growth of the rice industry and the market size and the breakup of the market size. This year, there's some problems with the quality of the rice because of agricultural issues. But the problem with the rice is that, and that's what kind of interested me in working with this, is that there's no one type of rice. Like if you buy a stock of IBM, there's one type of stock of IBM and everybody knows what it is. There's virtually thousands of types of rice. It's hard to know, even if you get the type of rice, it's hard to know where it came from, where it traveled through. And we've seen major companies in the US that had some supplier difficulties of various types of grains and whatnot that have arrived from where they didn't expect it to arrive. So the idea here was to create a blockchain solution that will ensure the type, the quality, ensure against fraud, and smart contracts as well in that case, and that it will be traceable, and you'll be able to see where it comes from. So these are kind of two projects that I thought I would help with, and it's kind of interesting to see how they'll develop and if the market will take for them, and we'll see what happens, and just stay tuned. Thank you.